welcome back to my channel. This is Sam from Sam Plays, and we are here on my island of Belhaven. So today I wanted to talk about flattening versus resetting your island. So I have just recently completed Belhaven, and I am already looking to flatten my island. I have reset some islands in the past from switching switches and getting the new game on the my new switch and things like that. From there, I decided instead of transferring all the data, I just wanted to restart my island, and so I sort of have points of view from both sides. So today I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of both flattening and resetting. So I hope this will help someone, and let's go ahead and get started. So first I want to talk about flattening your island. So flattening your island basically means that you are just getting rid of all of the patterns, you are picking up everything and completely de-terraforming your island. So the pros to this is that you do get to keep everything that you have in your inventory, all of your DIYs, the furniture that you have collected, the bells that you have. If you have Nook Mile tickets or seasonal supplies, you get to keep those as well. To some people, this is a major part of their decision to flatten their island. To me, this is the main reason why I am flattening Belhaven. I collected a lot of DIYs. I have flowers and tons of furniture that I've been collecting and things like that, from balloons, messages in a bottle, trading with people, going to treasure islands, so many different ways that I have been getting these items, and I just don't want to get rid of it all because I'm done with my island. So I decided that I will be flattening Belhaven, and I am perfectly okay with that. So that is a big pro to just flattening instead of completely resetting. Like I said, you basically get to keep everything that you have worked for. Another pro is that, like I said earlier, you get to keep all of your money. So all the bells that maybe you have collected or, earned, or things like that from money trees or Nookazan or treasure islands, you get to keep all of that as well. So I know when I really got to the end of my island, I was struggling with money and moving all the houses and things like that. So I did do some treasure islands to help me get the money that I needed to move all my houses. And I did get Nook Mile tickets to be able to go villager hunting for the specific villagers that I was looking for on my island. So that is a big plus to flattening, is you do, like I said, get to keep everything that you have worked for, towards getting. And like I said, to me, that is the main reason why I decided to just flatten Belhaven. I am getting another switch, and it actually should be here in a couple of days. So I will be starting a new island on that. So again, that also played into my will to sit here and flatten my island of Belhaven, because I will have another project I will be working on for that. So those to me are the biggest pros. And I would say the last pro is that you can sort of work at your own pace when you flatten and sort of do things how you want. So, you don't have to sit here trying to, build your museum and things like that. Everything is already built, which is great if you are just looking for designing, islands. So I know when I started playing Animal Crossing, I loved the beginning gameplay, but I definitely enjoyed designing the island. I thought it's just so fun, so relaxing. I am a stay-at-home mom, so being able to do something that's relaxing and fun, and this to me is a challenge. I am not creative at all. I am probably one of the least creative people on the planet. I was an athlete girl. I did not do well in art class or anything like that. So, to me, this sort of provided a little creative outlet that I could do, while my kids are napping or at night when I just need a little downtime before I go to bed. So, this just, it's almost therapeutic. So, sitting here flattening my island will just go pretty nicely with some of those things that I like to do. But so to me, those are some pros to flattening your island. Now we're gonna go over a few cons. So the biggest con I would say is the time. It's very time consuming to sit here and flatten your island, depending on obviously how much stuff you have. Um, you have to decide what trees you want to chop down, or if you're keeping all of your trees and the flowers, and are you going to sell any of your items or things like that. And it could just take a while. And then on top of that, you also have to get rid of all your water terraforming, all the land terraforming. So it can definitely take a while to do. So that is definitely something to keep in mind. I have had heard some people do like flattening parties where friends will come over, help move your flowers or things like that, and just sort of help you get through the flattening phase a little bit quicker. So that is always an option if you have, a lot of friends that play Animal Crossing. Maybe you can give them some bells or Nook Mile tickets, or something in return for them to spend 30 minutes or an hour helping you flatten your island and moving things to beaches and things like that. And I would say the next con would be moving all of your buildings. So I know when I flatten my island, I will be moving as much as I can to a specific area or on the beaches. To me, the beaches are the last things I tend to decorate. So for me, that just makes the most sense. If you like to decorate your beaches first, then I would choose a spot on your island that you might do last and put as much as you can over there while you finish flattening and terraforming your island. So that is, like I said, definitely something to think about. Um, if you are having some troubles with money or things like that, like I said, I highly recommend either selling on Nookazon or doing a treasure island. Those would probably be the quickest ways to get money if you need to. I believe I got bells from treasure islands, and they're relatively inexpensive. I found the ones I found on Etsy. I'm sure you can find them on Instagram or Twitter. Discord servers probably would have them if you're on anybody's Discord. So definitely something to look into if you want to flatten and need to move houses or buildings and you need money to do that. I definitely recommend it. It helps a lot, and you don't want that one little thing to stop you from completely flattening your island if that's what you want to do. So that is, like I said, there could be a con for some people, just depending, but I figured that was worth mentioning for you guys here. Now let's go talk a little bit about resetting your island. So resetting does have some pros. Obviously, the biggest one here would be that you get to start over, completely brand new island, brand new airport color, brand new resident services area. You get to place houses, your museum, Abel's sisters, Nook's cranny. You get to place them all in different spots if that's what you're wanting. You could sort of, maybe plan out more what you want, and if it was your first island, and now you're ready to really dive into the specifics of decorating the island, then this might be an option for you. If you don't mind losing DIYs or things like that, maybe that is something to look into. So you do have the option, like I said, of resetting um, your island. With that, you also get new villagers. So maybe it might be nice to have some new villagers on your island, and just the thrill of the beginning gameplay. So that beginning gameplay is so much fun. It's so fun seeing what you can do, and the different people you might get on your island. The different ideas you have in the beginning of your island. So I know the very first time I played Animal Crossing, my island was a hot mess. I had things all over the place, just made no sense. I was just not organized at all. After I just got the terraforming unlocked and realized sort of how quickly I really could have unlocked terraforming. But I just, like I said, I had no idea what I was doing half the time. I didn't really watch any videos before that or anything. So, um, yeah, it was just, like I said, a hot, hot mess. When I restarted my island and started doing that one again, that one actually felt more like an island. I had some garden areas. I made everyone a little fence area when I got the fencing from Tom Nook. I did little community areas with lots of chairs and tables, and just tried to incorporate as many pieces as possible. That way, once I got to the part where I could talk to Isabel and things like that, I should have been very close to a 2/3 star at that point, which I believe the second time that I did it, I probably went from starting to terraforming in about a week to a week and a half. I'm not really sure the exact timeline, but I know it was much quicker that second time around. So, just knowing all of that um, just sort of really helped. And I'm hoping to make a video sort of documenting that, what I, wish I would have known before. So definitely stay tuned for that. We're going to go over the cons. So the cons of starting over is that you do lose all of your progress. You lose all those DIYs that you've collected, all the money you've earned. You lose all of the furniture that maybe you have gathered, and just all those items that you worked for. You will lose those. There is a way to sort of keep them. So the money, you can actually put them in bags, and if you have a friend or some friends who have space on their island that are willing to help you, you can actually take those items to your friend's house, restart your island, and then once you can start to fly, you can go and grab those items from your friends. So that is a way that you could sort of keep those items and not fully get rid of them. Any DIYs that maybe you've already learned that you can't learn again, maybe keep those, and same thing, take them to your friend's island, drop them, and once you start your new island over and everything, you can go to your friend's island and learn all those DIYs that you've gathered. So, I know a lot of people that once they're done with their island, they, store all of their DIYs on the beaches for a while they start to, figure out what they're going to do, and then take them over to their friends' islands and go from there. So there are some options to try to keep some of the progress you've made So you can definitely keep those in mind. One of the other cons is that you might lose any villagers that you really love. And obviously, you can do villager hunting. I love villager hunting, or amiibo cards. So, if you're collecting those amiibo cards, that is a way to get your villagers. But if you're not really into either of them, but you have your dreamies on your island, you will lose those dreamies. Now you can get them back. Like I said, you've got a couple different options. But if those are people that you absolutely have to have on your island, then you just gotta kind of decide: are they worth resetting, or are they worth um, flattening your island for? So that is definitely something else to keep in mind. So um, I think that is all of the pros and cons that I can think of. So, like I said, with Belhaven, I will be flattening my island. I do enjoy the layout and sort of where everything is at. Um, I just don't think I, I definitely don't hate it enough to where I have to reset it. I can definitely make it work, and I'm okay with that. It'll definitely be fun to challenge myself to try to redo this island in as many different ways as possible. So I'm excited for that. I will also be getting a new Switch. I think I mentioned that earlier. So I will have the option to restart one of the Switches eventually, which I think right now that might be my plan, is to keep Belhaven as a permanent island and just sort of reset my other island once I am finished. So though that is an option that I think I will be doing, but we'll sort of see what happens when we get there. So um, only time will tell. So comment below if you can think of any other pros and cons for flattening versus resetting your island. Like I said, just depending on which scenario you're in, one option could be better than the other. Um, I would say, when in doubt, flatten. I just think, all the time you spent collecting everything just might be worth it enough to flatten in the long run. So, but yeah, that is all I have for you today. Comment below, like, and subscribe if you want more Animal Crossing content. Like I said, I will be bringing more gameplays and more content like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!